Finding meaning in a world that feels meaningless. Have you ever found yourself asking, what is the point of life? Why work so hard only to leave it all behind? Why do pain, loss, and injustice seem to dominate our days? If you've wrestled with these questions, you're not alone. King Solomon, one of the wisest men in history, grappled with these same thoughts. In his profound reflections recorded in Ecclesiastes, he explores the fleeting nature of life under the sun, ultimately leading to a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Let's take this journey together, not just to find answers, but to inspire a perspective that brings clarity, hope, and purpose in the midst of life's complexities. Solomon begins with a jarring statement. Ecclesiastes 1, 2, 3, meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun? At first glance, this might feel bleak, but Solomon invites us to examine life with brutal honesty. He surveys human efforts, wealth, power, and even wisdom, concluding that apart from God, they are like chasing the wind. Question: is life without meaning, or are we looking for meaning in the wrong places? Answer: life feels meaningless when disconnected from the Creator. Solomon shows that all pursuits under the sun lack eternal significance without anchoring our hearts to God's divine purpose. Solomon observes the repetitive cycles of life, rivers flowing endlessly, the sun rising and setting, generations coming and going, and laments the impermanence of human endeavors. Ecclesiastes 1:9, what has been will be again, what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. But then Solomon unveils a deeper truth. God has placed eternity in the human heart. Ecclesiastes 3:11, he has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. Question: why do we long for more than what this world offers? Answer: because we were created for eternity. Our dissatisfaction with temporary pleasures points us to an eternal God who alone can fulfill the longings of our soul. Solomon pursued wisdom and knowledge, but even these pursuits left him unsatisfied. Ecclesiastes 1:18, for with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. Yet he acknowledges, Ecclesiastes 2:13, I saw that wisdom is better than folly, just as light is better than darkness. Question: if wisdom leads to sorrow, is ignorance better? Answer: no. True wisdom comes when we fear God and align our lives with His eternal truths. Human wisdom is limited, but godly wisdom brings peace and purpose. Solomon tested the limits of pleasure, wealth, entertainment, work, and indulgence. He denied himself nothing but concluded, Ecclesiastes 2:11, when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Question: why doesn't pleasure bring lasting joy? Answer: pleasures were never meant to be the source of meaning. They are gifts from God to be enjoyed in their proper place, not idols to be worshipped. Solomon wrestled with the problem of evil. Ecclesiastes 4:1, I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they have no comforter. Power was on the side of their oppressors, and yet he trusted in divine justice. Ecclesiastes 3:17, God will bring into judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity, a time to judge every deed. Question: how can we trust God when the world feels unjust? Answer: while human justice falters, God's justice is perfect. Every deed, both good and evil, will be accounted for in His timing. In the midst of life's complexities, Solomon discovers profound truths. Ecclesiastes 2:24, a person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. Ecclesiastes 5:19. When God gives someone wealth and possessions and the ability to enjoy them, this is a gift of God. Question: how can we enjoy life when it seems so fleeting? Answer: true joy comes from acknowledging every good thing as a gift from God. Contentment grows when we trust Him and live with gratitude. Solomon concludes his reflections with a timeless declaration. Ecclesiastes 12:13-14. Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter: fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. Question: what does it mean to fear God? Answer: to fear God is to live in reverence and awe of His greatness, trusting Him as both Creator and Judge. It is the foundation of wisdom and the key to finding lasting purpose. Solomon's journey invites us to examine our own hearts. Are you chasing wealth, success, or pleasure, hoping they will bring fulfillment? Are you wrestling with the brokenness of the world, wondering if justice will ever prevail? Are you longing for meaning beyond the mundane? The answer lies not under the sun, but in the one who made the sun. God offers an eternal perspective that transforms everything. When we fear Him, trust Him, and live for His glory, our work, relationships, and even our trials take on new meaning. Ecclesiastes reminds us that life without God is a chasing after the wind, but life with God is rich with meaning, purpose, and hope. Solomon's wisdom compels us to ask the ultimate question: are you living for the temporary or the eternal? If this message has challenged you, take the next step. Seek God, honor Him, and trust that He makes everything beautiful in its time. Share this message with someone who needs hope and encouragement today. Together, let's embrace the life God has given us, finding joy and purpose in His eternal plan. Will you live differently, knowing that nothing is meaningless with God?